So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver. The action has already started. Alex shot a goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Mendes, without doubt, one of the players of the week, an awful lot expected from him.
Well, Peter, I really like the way he seems to be able to shift between his offensive and defensive duties with much ease at the moment. His reading and decision-making seems to be always bang on, and I've rarely seen him get caught out these days. Certainly not out of position.
He's having a go! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Hakimi. And Dijk makes the interception. Belletti, played out towards the right wing. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Romario. Oh, and he's through the middle, and he's found a way past. Big chance, must be! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably...
Messi! It's hit the upright.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte, good, strong midfield running here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here. Can he put it away? They've scored! There is the breakthrough. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Maradona.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Maradona goes short. It's a mighty effort! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And he's running through. Van Basten! Deflected behind for a corner kick. Ajax have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Baggio is eyeing up his options in the middle. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Maradona. Romario. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. He's looking to set free a runner. He's got away.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Hakimi. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, that's been intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So, third corner of the game. Maradona with the short one. Tepe have the chance to go the other way. Ribery. Kante gets over and intercepts. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a throw. Hakimi. Now the ball in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Van der Vaart, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And here's Baggio. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Shin to... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Tepe head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
This is the time you need that pace.
Van der Vaart. That looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Belletti. And it's Baggio. What a throw in. He's found a way past. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Romario. Fiddles it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Maradona plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Van der Vaart doing full tilt down the left. And he's picked it up out wide. Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. He's found the way through. Hits one! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
The attendance for this match was 52,820.
So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Mbappe. That's the throw. It's going to be another throw. Bergkamp. Terrific header! And he hits the net! They are right back in business!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Ajax grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Davids cuts out the pass. Guardiola. Van der Vaart stood his ground strongly. Mbappe. It's a good run down the right, and he was quick to react. And it's played forward. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Substitution.
Good steal, he just read it. Now it's Mbappe, and he's being shifted off it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now that's well seen too. Now who's going to be first to this? Osimhen.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, he's not getting his way this time. Ajax can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Oh, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Oh, that's a key interception. Van der Vaart is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's picked his way through. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Number 4, Mbappe. Number 10, Baccio. Number 12,
Osimhen!
Coming on the
Osimhen!
field, number 14, Griezmann.
You wonder
Number
if
15,
that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity,
Number
Peter, for a
13,
late steal here.
Number 9, Romario. Substitutions taking place.
Great work on the overlap. Hakimi.
4 added minutes has
And
been
the
indicated.
header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Romario is offering a wry smile there.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fermi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! Well, that... Oh, he's been caught napping! Corner.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Griezmann deals with that comfortably. And he shoots! Rivaldo. And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. This is, of course, the Azteca, a stadium that evokes so many memories. And if you wonder to what I am referring, you need only look back at the commemorative bronze plaques of the game of the century, the goal of the century. And already we're underway here. And here's Osimhen. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind. And the shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Cristiano Ronaldo really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he welcomes it in. Picked out, can he put it away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Osimhen moved on forwards. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Messi. Osimhen. Ribéry. To Guardiola. Ribéry is wide and looking to get onto this. And they've got a throw. And here's Ribéry. Donnarumma is there to take.
Giuseppe really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's lofted through here. They get a throw in. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. This is their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. So, another set play. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Interesting ball. He's had a hit! Mendes getting this one clear. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle, so he's plotting something before playing it in. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Van der Vaart. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van der Vaart. It's a good spell of possession, this. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. That has been cut short. He can run onto that. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but... And the shot! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he welcomes it in. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nuno Mendes. Good to pay. Have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Messi with the short one. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Davids. Good to pay. Are still behind as we reach out for half-time. De Bruyne. No way through. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. He's in space and looking for options. Ball's out once more. Now it's Osimhen. Nuno Mendes. Davids. And it's Ribery. Van der Vaart.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Good read, needed to be. And he's intervened well there. Tries to dink it through. Osimhen. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Señoras y señores, visiten nuestra tienda oficial donde encontrarán souvenirs del partido de hoy. Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 45. Entrará al campo.
Here we
Número
go
9.
again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Davids. Good to pay. Come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Romario.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Roberto Carlos. Ruben Diaz deals with that comfortably. Romario aims beyond the defence. Bellingham. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Messi. And it's Ribery.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi, now it's Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Ribery. Good to pay, perhaps contemplating their next change here. And that's another good win of the ball. Bellingham. That is good alertness. Guardiola. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Hits one! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here. And the shot! And that is wildly off target. Osei Samuel. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good strength. Goalkeeper's ball. Van der Vaart. That's beautifully weighted. Romario. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Good to pay with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short. Tries a header! Becao gets it away. Van der Vaart. Messi. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Mustepe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've been hearing, and indeed seeing...
Romario!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Osei Samuel. Played into space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. Saint-Maximin.
Saint-Maximin, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
One! And that is doing no harm at all.
Fenerbahce were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Now it's Ribéry. Alexander-Arnold. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Heads it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Ribéry! He can get that clear. And it's Guardiola. And here's Messi. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Guardiola. And here's Messi. Ribéry. Oh, that's delightful. Now here's the delivery. Livakovic claims it. Van der Vaart. Messi. Romario. And that's an excellent interception. And that was very necessary. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Real chance! Goal!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Goods to pay have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Fred, quality ball. Now it's Sam Maximin. Guardiola. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Romario. Now it's Romario. Fred. And it's Messi. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Well read, and the danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Sam Maximin.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. Van der Vaart. Fiddles it through. Davids. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Goods to pay, happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And there's green grass ahead of him. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Sam Maximin. Too much on that, it's gone out. Talisca does really well to win the ball there. Van der Vaart. Romario. And here's Messi. Davids. Messi. He's got the shot away! Oh, that's neat.
Mustepe really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Looking tidy in possession here. Romario. Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Romario. And Romario! Oh, that was no routine save.
Romario actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Talisca. Amrabat. Some really good ball movement. Talisca unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. And it's Ribéry. Nuno Mendes. It's Ribéry. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Nuno Mendes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kavecchi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's lost his man here. He's Talisca! Goal! Fenerbahce! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Substitution in progress.
Tepe choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing run.
And Romario! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping. Tepe merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Out to the left it goes. Van der Vaart. A real chance if he can get through. And that is expertly dealt with. Fred. Fenerbahce are looking to break at pace. No way through. That looks a good ball through. Thinks one through. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Van der Vaart. 5 minutes left on the clock. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Szymanski is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, maybe a touch of cramp, Peter. Hopefully nothing more serious than that.
Looks as though he's going to see if he can shake it off.
Substitution for Fenerbahce.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Coming on the field, number 9, number 21, Under. Substitution.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more,
Added
no
minutes
less.
has been indicated.
Now it's Osimhen. There will be 4 extra minutes. And here's Romario. Romario!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The referee has given a corner.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Beckham with the short one. Aimed in towards the centre. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. It is certainly a venue which has a lovely homely feel to it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Climbs up big! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Ljungberg. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Messi. Nuno Mendes. And he skips past his man, pinches it off him. And here's Romario. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's Ribery. Hits one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Good to pay with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Played in by Rookie. He rises! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, that cross was so good, it just needed the right redirection. And while I don't want to take anything away from the attack, that was an act of defensive generosity.
And he cuts out the supply. Davids. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi gets across and deals with it. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Ribery. Quality ball. Spread out to the left. Nuno Mendes. Oh, what a climb! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a sharp pass. That is a great pick out. He's got away. And that has been knocked clear. Fernandez has a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Fenerbahce clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
An instinctive... And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Fenerbahce looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Romario. Messi. It's Saka. Oh, this looks sharp. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Fenerbahce clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ribery. Distributed tidily. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Messi.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Driving on and making good progress.
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Fenerbahce clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Good to pay, looking to pass their way through.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Romario, and Romario! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
That has certainly made things interesting. And the whistle goes for half-time. Good to pay, head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And hostilities have reached face-to-face with the keeper. Real chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So having trailed, this to go ahead. The comeback is complete! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Good to pay, take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Swung over.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Now this could be a chance. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And here's Beckham.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Ah, that's a fine interception. Ribéry. Conte. Vinicius Junior. Well, played right into his path. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's intervened well there. Big chance, must be!
Fenerbahce are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Fernando Torres. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Torres. Beckham. Belts one. Well, that, oh, he's been caught napping. Has another go. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
That looks a good ball through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That's a good ball out wide. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He could be in here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mendes can get it clear. And the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, that'll be a major disappointment for him. That should have got his team back in the game.
That's going to go a long way. Van Dijk makes the interception. Ribéry. No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe! And that was very necessary.
Fenerbahce really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's picked out the run. Messi. Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. Big header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Substituição em campo.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Camisa 10, camisa 12, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 13,
Fernando Torres.
camisa 99.
Fenerbahce have a
camisa
simple
10.
task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's a nicely measured pass. He steps in and that's the end of that.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
And the number on the board is 3. Oh, well played, well played. Conte, and he was quick to react. And here's Romario. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And that is that. Götze have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Romario, he's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, that is one way to stop him. Romario. Mbappe. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Giuseppe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Ribery. Header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Romario tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Romario is offering a wry smile there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Goods to pay with the corner, there first. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he latch on to this? Mbappe. That was always going to be the keepers. Ribery. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. Goods to pay have their second corner now. Messi with the short one. That's a decent clearance.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
And here's Romario. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No goals as yet. He's looking to set free a runner. And he welcomes it in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Romario. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Ribery unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ah, that's a fine interception. Romario is in a really good position out wide. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, no joy this time. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shapes to shoot! Foden. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, well played, well played. And that has been clubbed away. Ribery. Messi. Oh, super find. And it's Beckham. And the shot! In he goes again! He's scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Hello, attendees.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Good to pay, leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 4, Ribery. Coming on the
Whistle
field,
goes, and we start the second half.
Osman. Number 45.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now it's Romario. Can he put it away? Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. Danger averted for now. Romario. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior. Guardiola. That is good strength. That has not gone well. Has a shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Galatasaray are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Davids gets it away. Goes in for the header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he welcomes it in. A lot of space ahead of him.
The attendance
He's got the final touch there. Goal kick's been
72,306.
given. So we've reached the hour mark. And that has put paid to that. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, just Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
That is good alertness. Hernandez. And they've got rid. Pinches it off him. Beckham. And it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. To Guardiola. Van Dijk cuts it out. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's been cut out, well played. Alexander-Arnold. Guardiola. Romario. Beckham. Now the finish! Foden. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that's aimed into... He rises! They rampant. And they are cruising away. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. A case now of complete control. Oh, that was vital. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. No way through. Foden. Osimhen! He scored! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 13.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is
Galatasaray
number
give
8,
themselves a fighting
Messi.
chance. Back in with a shout.
Substitution in progress.
Mendes calmly anticipates. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Van der Vaart threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Romario. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the keeper's in command. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Osimhen.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Davids. Messi. He can run onto that. Well read. And the danger is averted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicely aimed pass. So that's it. It is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Quick reminder today,
Romario picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Maradona, chip through, Batistuta, pass is just off target. Looking for the run. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. The most accurate pass. Messi, now it's Messi.
What a letdown.
Decent hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Good to pay with the corner, there first. That's really well manoeuvred. Palermo are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Neymar. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. De Roberto. He's in, surely! Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rodri. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Rodri gathers from the goal kick. And that has left him in a heap. Mbappe! He's got away! And it's Maradona. Rodri. Still goalless. Rodri. Ribéry. Ribéry goes steaming forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the...
Oh, they could be caught out here!
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And that is a little undercooked. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's Messi. Good ball over the top. Abbiati deals with it effortlessly. Mbappe.
Palermo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Batistuta. Mbappe. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Davids. And it's Beckham. Pedri. And it's Maradona. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Walker promptly onto that, and that is that. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, just skips past Andrew Mario! Pedri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola.
There will be 1 minute
Messi.
added time.
Messi stood his ground strongly. To Beckham. Davids. And we hit half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal.
And
But it's
now,
certainly not
I'd
for the
just
want
like
of
to read
trying,
out
so
our
nothing to
fan
show
members
as
who are
yet.
celebrating their
At the break,
birthdays today.
it's 0-0. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the...
Up he goes! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
That is good alertness. And it's from Mario. Guardiola. Fiddles it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ribéry. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's from Mario. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't. Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And it's Ribery. And here's Messi. Over it comes.
That's good defensive concentration. Gustepe making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different.
Maradona. So we've reached the hour mark. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Pass somewhat off target. Davids. Shifted upfield. Saka. Ribery. Romario. Can he get it through? No, he's just misjudged that one. Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. In for a header! Mendes is there, and Maradona sticks it away! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Palermo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Saka. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Now it's Stoichkov, neatly clipped into space. Yamal! And he hits the net. 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Palermo clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nuno Mendes. Now it's Beckham. Messi's cross. Real chance! Really well taken goal. That is simply top draw. Beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Oh look, there's always a bit more satisfaction in executing a first-time volley, and he'll be buzzing inside after that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Gustepe are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
this is what good chemistry is all about.
Donnarumma is there to take.
Minutes has been indicated.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Romario. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We are flowing. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We have already started here. Osimhen was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Anguissa, nicely weighted ball. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Real chance! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good to pay with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Now here's the... He's got Tool! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Gutztepe are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Has a goal! Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. Beckham. Gavi. Osimhen. Can he put it away? It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Now it's Messi. Oh, it looks a good ball through. He's had a hit! And it's in! There is just no stopping him. He has made the stage his own. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Gutztepe take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
And it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Osimhen. Ruben Dias does well to get it back. Chip through, and he was quick to react. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Guardiola. Nuno Mendes. Spread neatly.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Gutztepe have their third corner. Chance! Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, they can break here. Osimhen. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Gavi. Anguissa. Ribéry. Now it's Messi. Chips it through. Hits one! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Fabinho. Anguissa.
There will be 3 minutes.
Thinks one through, and he's picked out the run. Decent hit! They've done it! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Ribery. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides. Guts to pay, hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half, it's 3-2.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Here we go again then. Nuno Mendes, certainly one of the players of the week. He's played him through. And the shot! He can get that clear. Gavi. And he's intervened well there. Nuno Mendes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Di Lorenzo deals with that comfortably. Arsenal looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stuck.
Osimhen. And the shot! And he hits the net! Arsenal are level. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help them.
Can he finish? Sticks it away! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Coming on to replace him.
Goods to pay, get themselves into the lead.
Neymar.
Messi has got himself a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Ederson can pick that up.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Always onto this. He's in a good position here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. But this is exactly the approach that...
Sabo Anguissa!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's heaved it away. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Guardiola. And here's Romario. Anguissa. Fiddles it through. And he's lost his man here. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That was travelling. Ribery. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Romario, and he's running through. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Romario. Beckham. Oh, sweet feet. Guardiola. An instinctive delivery.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Beckham.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Tries to get it clear. And that's been won straight back. Anguissa, a massive creative influence involved in so many goals. Messi, he's all... There's the shot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Oh, good-looking ball. Played back to the goalkeeper. I think we're just about done here. Osimhen. Great hit! He's got it all! Dying minutes, and we're all square again!
Giuseppe really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
He's got 4! That is remarkable!
Substitution for Arsenal, number 2.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And it's Romario. Eder Militao has given away a free kick. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van der Vaart actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Di Lorenzo. 4 extra minutes added on. Gets his pass away. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Gavi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent. Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one. 90 minutes to decide whether they can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. The Estadio Urbano Caldera is small for a top-flight venue, but it makes up for that with its history and its heritage. The action has already started. Goods to pay come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. And he's had it nicked away. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Ribery. And he's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Perez has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's through here. Oh, important interception. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Perez. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. He's beaten the last man. Mbappe! And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Romario. Romario. Beckham. Nuno Mendes. Hit into the middle. Goods to pay, still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Ribery. Now the finish! Look at the space here. Perez. Oh, delightful ball. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Bruyne with the short one. Big chance! Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckham. And it's Romario. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Perez. And he cuts out the supply. Guardiola. And he's only too happy to take that back. Romario. Beckham. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe. De Bruyne. Perez. Cafu. Donnarumma has that under control. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Romario. He can run onto that. Perez cuts it out. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's Romario. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And here's Beckham. And here's Romario. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Romario. That's Beckham. He could be in here. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Romario. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Romario. Oh, that's fabulous. Spread it left. There's the whistle for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Goods to pay, head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Romario. De Bruyne. And he's intervened well there. Davids. And here's Romario. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Messi. And he's quick to snatch it back. Alexander-Arnold. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he'll shoot here. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Beckham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Beckham with the terrific header. Goal! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Aos 11 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 17.
So we have the first goal.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Messi. That's beautifully weighted.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Lazio
8.904
really are responding in the right manner. Now they're looking focused and motivated.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Romario.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Punched away. And smartly reclaimed. And here's Ribery. They're urging him. Real chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
Giuseppe showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Bayer gets it away. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. And Romario! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Half an hour gone in the second half. And now the hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
We have got
22.
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Yeah, the manager was saying he'll be facing the prospect of having to make some brave decisions around this time. How right he proved to be.
Camisa 13. Teremos uma substituição.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Romario. And that's been intercepted. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Drogba. And it's Messi. Now it's Drogba. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that would have won it. And that has put paid to that. He's had it taken off him. And back to the keeper they go. Adams. Saka. He's found a way through.